The Israel-Palestine conflict. It has been packaged as a modern political tragedy, a fight over borders, refugees, national self-determination. But dig into the bedrock, past the slogans and the sympathetic headlines, and you'll hit something harder, something older. This isn't just a land dispute, it's a holy war. And the first clue lies in a story few bother to tell: the sudden birth of a Palestinian identity in the 1960s. Before 1964, the term Palestinian as a distinct national identity didn't exist. Not in the rhetoric of Arab leaders, not in the speeches of Gamal Nasser, who championed pan-Arabism. Even the PLO's original charter, drafted in '64, defined Palestine as an indivisible part of the Arab homeland. No mention of a unique people, no call for a separate state. Then, something shifted. By 1968, the PLO revised this charter. Suddenly, Palestinians were a nation oppressed, stateless, and secular. A convenient rebrand. Why? Because the Arab world has just suffered a humiliating defeat in the Six-Day War. Religion always wasn't rallying the masses anymore. They needed a new narrative, one the West could stomach.
لقد جئتكم يا سيادة الرئيس بغصن الزيتون في يدي وببندقية الثائر في يدي فلا تسقط الغصن الأخضر من يدي.
Listen closer to Arafat's words in Arabic, away from the UN's polished halls.
هذا الطفل اللي بيمسك الحجر قدام الدبابة مش أكبر رسالة للعالم وبيستشهد هذا البطل؟ إحنا فخورين بهم.
In a 2002 interview with Al Jazeera, he quoted the Quran: "We will fight them until the hour is established, until they submit." Chilling, coming from a man who sold the West a story of secular liberation. Vanguard, a telling word. The Palestinian cause was never about statehood. It was about ownership, religious ownership. The PLO's own founders spelled it out. Haj Amin al-Hussein, the Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, a man who spent World War II cozy with Hitler, dreaming of a final solution in the Middle East, called Jews the enemies of Allah. His successors just swapped the vocabulary. Free Palestine, sure. But listen to the subtext, that chant. It's a reference to a 7th century massacre of Jews by Islam's prophet. Not exactly subtle. And here's where the smoke screen thins. Over 50 Muslim majority nations, many ruled by dictators who couldn't care less about human rights, poured money, weapons, and outrage into this conflict. Why? Not because they love democracy, because the enemy is Jewish, non-Muslim, kafir. In 1990, when Iraq invaded Kuwait, where was the Arab solidarity for Kuwaitis? Crickets. But when Israel fires a bullet, the entire Islamic world howls. Scholar Ephraim Karsh put it bluntly. The Palestinians are the Arabs' sacrificial pawns in Islam's historical war against the infidel. The insane conspiracy is cold, heart pattern recognition, the kind you learn after decades of watching power games unfold, games where the pieces are lives and the players never show their hands. The Palestinian tragedy is real, but their leadership's motives, their allies' agendas, that's where the story gets holy.